Hello, my name is Maria Garcia, and today I'm going to talk to you about the American Red Cross and how this organization puts servant leadership into action. The American Red Cross is one of the oldest and most successful humanitarian organizations in America today. The organization strives to prevent and relieve suffering here at home and around the world. When Clara Barton first learned of the Red Cross while on a trip to Switzerland, she was instantly inspired and began working to establish a Red Cross network in America. The American Red Cross is now headquartered in Washington, D.C., and has 21,000 employees and over 30,000 volunteers. Since its founding in 1881, the American Red Cross, along with other Red Cross networks, has helped millions of people in the United States and around the world. The organization is dedicated to service, and currently they provide services to members of the American Armed Forces and their families, as well as providing disaster relief in the United States and around the world. The organization depends heavily on the many generous contributions of time, blood, and money from the American public to support their life-saving services. The motto, "Sleeves up, hearts open, all in," is listed on the American Red Cross's mission and vision page. This gives you a perfect glimpse into the passion and dedication to service that this organization upholds. According to its website, Red Cross volunteers and staff work to deliver vital services, from providing relief and support to those in crisis to helping you be prepared to respond in emergencies. Some of the main services that the organization provides include disaster relief, life-saving blood, training and certification, international services, and services for military families. The organization is driven by their fundamental principles, which include humanity, impartiality, neutrality, independence, voluntary service, unity, and universality. According to Robert E. Greenleaf, servant leadership is a philosophy and set of practices that enriches the lives of individuals, builds better organizations, and ultimately creates a more just and caring world. He claims that there are three main principles of servant leadership: the natural desire, the conscious choice, and the best test. Greenleaf also believes that an institution can be a servant as well. He shares that caring for persons, the more able and the less able serving each other, is the rock upon which a good society is built. The American Red Cross serves as a true embodiment to the meaning of servant leadership. This nonprofit organization warrants placing the needs of millions as a priority. This organization delivers an array of servant leadership principles that are literally put into practice, including empathy, healing, awareness, and building the community. In an article to other business and organizational leaders, McGovern recommends to lead with your heart and your head. She believes that all people have a need to be a part of something bigger than themselves, and that every institution has a higher purpose. This coincides with the principle of natural desire that Greenleaf recognizes as one of the principles of servant leadership. He says that it begins with the natural feeling that one wants to serve first. McGovern also recommends for leaders to focus on the people that they serve. She claims that the people we help come first, and that we absolutely cannot let them down. For the American Red Cross, she says that it's often a matter of life and death, and that we have to see everything through the lens of the donors and the people that they serve. Greenleaf identifies this as the conscious choice, which he claims aspires one to lead. Finally, McGovern recommends to invest in your people. She shares that she has introduced a talent development program that gives managers experience in all areas of the organization in order to help develop the future leaders of the American Red Cross. Greenleaf describes this investment in people as the best test, a test to evaluate whether our actions are helping the growth and development of others. Next, I'd like to share with you some examples of how implementing servant leadership principles has helped the organization achieve success while having a positive impact on people and the community. I'd like to do this by sharing some facts and figures and pictures with you. The staff and volunteers of the American Red Cross are disaster specialists, responding to nearly 64,000 events each year. The organization provides nearly 391,000 services a year, like emergency communications and financial assistance. They're able to provide life-saving blood transfusions thanks to over 2.8 million volunteer blood donors a year. They also provide education on first aid, CPR, caregiving, and water safety skills. They are global citizens, providing 176 million vaccines each year. They've also helped to reconnect 6,400 separated families. They offer relief to millions of international disaster survivors alongside the global Red Cross Red Crescent Network. The servant leadership principles that I recognize as most valuable and would consider integrating within my organization are empathy, healing, awareness, and commitment to growth. The American Red Cross demonstrates their empathy in their commitment and unwavering passion and desire to help others in times of need. This is something that I feel strongly about, especially as a registered nurse, and would be of utmost importance to me within my organization. The American Red Cross has also helped many people during the healing process, whether they are damaged physically, mentally, or emotionally. In healthcare, healing is one of our main goals, and a principle that I would apply to my everyday practice. I also believe that self-awareness is crucial if one is to live as a servant leader. Servant leaders must be aware of who and how they can serve in order to carry out their commitment to others. And finally, I'm passionate about service, but I also want to help others help themselves. I want to build up those that I serve so that hopefully they can become servant leaders as well. This is a philosophy I'll integrate into my organization, a domino effect of service, and a pay-it-forward kind of mentality. That concludes my presentation on how the American Red Cross puts servant leadership into action. Thank you for listening.